Tell me about it.
Bags are packed, are you ready to go? This time tomorrow we'll be on the road, riding with you into sunnier days. I wouldn't want it any other way.
She said her shot and east. That's a girl.
Hey guys, I miss that kid. I stayed at a beautiful goat farm last night. That's awesome. You should check them out. They have really good goat cheese. They have really good lotion. It's all female operated and owned, and all of the goats except for like 2 males to like, you know, procreate are female. So, you know, it's just kind of cool. It's different. And they put me right to work. They were not playing games. They're like, here, you can help with this, you can see this, blah, blah, blah. And I loved it. Love goats. Goats are fantastic. And there's a billion little baby goats running around. They have like 4 pregnant at all times. So there's always baby goats. Well, we were feeding the baby goats, and I fell in love with this little baby goat that she was a preemie. She was really, really little. And I'm going to include some videos of her. But her name was Kate, and she wasn't doing so well. And I kind of ended up taking her in for the night and the day. Like, I loved Kate. And she needed to be fed by a syringe every 2 hours. So I stayed up. They were like, you can go to bed. And I ended up staying up until about 3, just feeding her and taking care of her anyways, just waking up every, 2 hours or so. And I was very sad in the morning when Kate was no longer with us. So the baby goat died. And my takeaway from this is I do not belong on a farm because I'm an emotional child. Because I'm very upset. They were very, I could tell that Becca was upset because like Kate was very special to like everybody, but they just move along with their days, and I don't know how they do it. I don't, because I am still upset. Like, I'm probably gonna be upset for the rest of the week. Probably gonna be in a mood. So the moral of the story is I'm learning how to deal with death in weird ways, in ways I never expected I would on a trip like this. And I love big goats, and I don't belong on farms anymore. So sorry, Harvest Host. From now on, I'll be staying at wineries. I know my mother's not thrilled about that one, but no more farms for me. I'm upset. So yeah, that's where we're at. Okay, bye. Okay, I wanted to talk you through, you guys through a meal that I do a lot. I do vegetables. I don't have broccoli. Normally I have broccoli and asparagus, but potatoes, chicken sausage, carrots, like a fruit, and then I do lemon water. And then this just happens to be a cheese from a dairy farm that I was just at, or it's goat cheese, so it's a goat farm. But that's kind of just like a simple layout of what I would do for dinner on the road. And I have a billion seasonings that I'm going to add to that. That's kind of the start of it.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
So I'm in Forks, Washington, and for those of you that rings a bell, it's because Twilight was filmed here. Now, I have story time for you. and it is Twilight related. But yes, I did. I checked out Forks. I wasn't impressed or anything. It's exactly what I thought it was going to be. And then I did try to go to La Push Beach, which is like the werewolf area, and it was closed because it's an Indian reservation. But my story time. So when I was a youngin', so when Twilight came out, I wasn't a youngin', I was full grown. I was full grown when I did this. I want that noted. Like, there's no excuse for what I did. Full grown. So the movie came out, and Ashley Greene plays Alice. And for those of the people that that name's not going to click, it's the girl with the really short black hair. Absolutely stunning woman, beautiful, can pull off any look. Well, I was obsessed with her, and I decided I too could pull off that haircut, which is a load of bullcrap. But I insisted. I was like, I need this haircut. My teenage self was like, we're going to get the haircut today. This is what we're doing. The Twilight, the young millennials will really understand how much Twilight was a phase. Like, I talk to younger kids and like the Gen Zers, yeah, they're Gen Zers. They don't get it. They don't get why we're obsessed with vampires and werewolves. My elder millennials, they make fun of us, but they secretly love it, so don't even play games. The most cheesy, terrible movies ever. But I insisted I needed this haircut. And instead of waiting to go to, a professional, somebody that I had been going to 4 years on end, or like girl that, once you find a hair person, you stick with them, I refused. I couldn't wait. I had to go to school on Monday with Alice's haircut. So I went to Supercuts, and I got that haircut. And not only was it not the right haircut for me, but now add in the fact that somebody at Supercuts did it. And like, come on. Unless it's a very easy trim or something like that, you don't let anybody touch your hair at Supercuts. I'm sorry. I'm saying it now. I'm being honest. And so basically I looked like a little boy for a very long time. And it was just, no, it was not good. It was before I had any curvature to my body. I was just a stick string bean with choppy, layered, short hair. It was the worst experience of my life. So, honestly, being in Forks is giving me PTSD, and I must leave immediately. I can't be here anymore. But yeah, I did. I stopped in Forks. I tried to go up to Cape Flattery, but it's also closed. I think a lot of these places are closed because it's either elder communities, and they're like trying to protect them from COVID, or it's Indian reservations, which that's a huge thing. Is all the Indian reservations are pretty much shut down across all the states I've been into so far. So, yeah. I'm going to head back southish, and then Monday I'm going to be in Seattle. Today's Saturday, so I have another Harvest Host tomorrow. I'm exploring Olympic a little bit more, the national park up here. I got to figure out where I'm parking tonight, because tonight I don't have a Harvest Host, so I'm going to go on my app called iOverlander. It shows you great places to park, whether it's, night camping in like different parking lots that are like legal, or actual campsites. So I'm going to get on my app here in a second to figure out where I'm going, because it is about 4 o'clock, so I got to figure it out. And then Harvest Host tomorrow, Seattle on Monday through Wednesday, and then I'm headed to see a family friend in Carnation, and then Leavenworth, Spokane, and then I'm out of Washington. So it's been interesting. It was actually really nice weather, and I spoke too soon, and it rained all day today. So I'm doing great. Thanks, guys, for listening to my obnoxious story, and I'll check back in later this week. Okay, bye.
Home is with you wherever that may be.
vlogging in Washington, I'm very sorry. I did Seattle, I did Olympic, which I did do some vlogging of, and like Forks, Washington for all my Twilight buddies out there. But then I went and stayed in Carnation with a family friend, and we went boating and out on Lake Washington, so that was fun. And now I'm headed towards Spokane, so it was just kind of a quick, oh, and I did Leavenworth, which is like this tiny little village town. I'm definitely going to put footage of that. It's so cute, and you have to visit it if you're in the area. But yeah, that's kind of it. Everything out here is plain lands right now. I'm headed towards Idaho, so if that gives you kind of a perspective of the terrain. It's 48 degrees, but it's sunny and no rain. I only had it rain once the whole time I was in Washington, so I call that a massive win. But yeah, that's really it that I have as an update. Washington was super beautiful, but not super eventful, so I didn't have much to share, minus the Go Farm and Cape Flattery, so, which I didn't get to go to because it was shut down, but I got to go up really far close to it, and then all through Olympic Park, which was absolutely beautiful. I'm ready to get to Idaho. We are doing, me and the car are doing a hot springs tour through Idaho that I kind of just made up myself. And if it goes well, I'm going to put a guide together for everybody that wants to do hot springs in Idaho. And then I'm headed towards Montana, and then Wyoming, and then Bree is coming, and I'm picking up Bree. I know I said Jess was going to be in Washington a while back in a couple of videos, but she didn't end up coming. So it's just me and Bree. Bree is coming in Wyoming, and she'll be there with me for part of Utah. Then I'm going to finish out Utah, and then I'm home in Colorado for a little bit. So that's kind of the route right now. But yes, Washington was interesting. I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed seeing family friends. That was a blast. I'm a big boat girl, so like getting my boat fixed made me feel like I was home in Florida, and it just made me feel so much better. So yeah, that's the update. Thanks for listening.